Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is, and we have a little extra spice to this game tonight. This is the first game of the NBA Cup for each of these teams.
Well, with only 4 games in the group stage, you have to get off to a good start. This is a big game for both teams in the Cup. And, of course, this game counts in the regular season as well.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then it's George. Then there's Bailey. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2 spot. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that one's good. Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Bailey passes to George. That doesn't go either for George. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The fader. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bailey with the ball, working on Allen. The shot by George, wide open. George missing again.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
That one good for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Utah's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Another miss by Utah.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. You look at Kessler. A terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The rebound by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Tim, what would your advice be to get the Phoenix Suns back on track for their new head coach?
I think they need to change their mentality about what wins in this league. It's about defense and activity level. You got to have those players who are willing to lock in, fight, and battle for those 50-50 balls.
Takes the 13-footer. That shot misses.
Yeah, normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
The 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Here's a look at some stats for Allen, how he performed last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
And that's such a valuable tool for this team. His defense can really shift the momentum.
Outside, Green from past the arc. It's hauled in by George. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 5 now.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
The tray. Traps in the tray.
Number 99.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And so it's Phoenix. Making a switch here. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, you've got Jusuf Nurkic. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Bailey. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard spot. Ripped away. Pass to Markkanen. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Nurkic, the pass to Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Markkanen's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Here's Collier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Shooting.
And the Suns making a change here. Williams has checked in. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Here's Collier. In the corner, it's Kessler. And it's Collier missing. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against Memphis. And it's good for 2. He's got 27.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
Jazz trail by 12. Here's Collier. The Jazz with another miss. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. That one doesn't drop. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and the 3-ball is good. Markkanen's got it back down to within single digits for Utah. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, 'That's the Dirk.' Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Kevin, back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Suns lead by 14.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Allen's checked in for Phoenix. Keontae George, he's checked in for the Jazz. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Utah. Inside, and it's denied.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Shot on the wing. He's off on that one. Jazz trail by 14. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Bailey. Now Kessler. From deep, George. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.